Well, hello, folks. Welcome back. Today, we're going to explore your shadow side. So, why would you want to explore your shadow side? Well, every healer, empath, light worker, the nicest people on the planet all have a dark side. And you realize usually later in life that you're being invited to show that part of you. Now, if you're like me, you've probably spent a lot of your journey thinking, no, I'm here to do good. No, I'm here to heal. You may be a peacemaker. You may be the person that always avoids conflict, always avoids any sort of violence, and is very good at diffusing it. That's usually the profile of the healer, the empath, the light worker. And you may be wondering why you're attracting such dark forces into your world at the moment. So in this video, I'm going to explain how there's a reason for that, and I'm going to explain why that is happening to you. So this is about getting to know our bigger self. And every healer, every empath, every light worker, every nice person, everyone with a high empathy level that does good in the world has a dark side. Now, your life circumstances may not taken you to a place where you've had to explore that. But the bottom line is that there's an aspect to our personality that needs to be heard, that needs to be surfaced, and it needs to be explored. It's part of life's rich tapestry. And that's what today's video is on. We all have a shadow side. So, how does this manifest in our life? So, for those of you that are regular to the channel, you'll already know this stuff. For those that aren't, my name's Adam. I'm a healer. I have been for several different years. I'm trained in numerous different things. For 13 years in the front line of nursing. I'm a Reiki master. I'm an advanced practitioner of vortex healing, neurolinguistic programming, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy. The list goes on. It's not my intention to give you a long list of the stuff that I do, only to give you a reason that why I might know what I'm talking about. I've also worked with thousands of people with health crises, and certainly within my capacity of a nurse, I've worked with a lot of people at the end of life who were facing death. So the bottom line is I have a lot of experience in dealing with health and well-being issues. I'm also trained in mind-body medicine and a whole host of different things that have given me not just a trained medical perspective on this, but also an alternative perspective from a lot of different techniques and therapies that are outside of the normal scope of what we have over in the UK as the NHS or the National Health Service, where I worked as a nurse. I've also worked in 3 different continents as a nurse. So I've seen different perspectives. I've worked with different cultures, and I've faced numerous different challenges myself. So in the 50+ category, I have a lot of life experience in this, and my own journey has been slow and painful. So my experience and my intention for you is to help you to speed up the process so that you don't take as long as me to wake up to these things. So if you're wondering, why am I attracting all this negativity? Why is my partner, my family, these dark forces, these narcissists, people that are always right, and they specialize in cutting you down and making you feel like shit? So this happens in our life increasingly through our life. In fact, it's like a pressure. It's like a spring, a high-powered spring, and every slight on your character pushes this spring down further and further through your life, compressing, grinding, eating away at the back of you. And you might have the most spiritual of outcomes in the stuff that you do in your life. But underpinning it all is why am I attracting these people? Why do I have to deal with these people? Why me? Why me? Well, the reason is that you have inadvertently, from an energy point of view, attracted these people in your life to up the pain, to up the pressure, and to make you realize that you're not all sweetness and light. And part of that, usually for the healer, is to create boundaries. Now, if you want the fast track, I'll give you the very fast track. The goal of the healer And you're probably going to feel very uncomfortable if you're a healer when you hear this, or the empath, the light worker, call it what you will, the person with high empathy that does good in the world. The biggest goal that you have is to treat yourself at least as well as you would do for your best friend. Now, I want that to sink in. That's a hard one for the average person that I'm talking about with high empathy, because the odds are you'll probably drop everything to help your friend. If your friend gets slighted, you'll stand up for them. You won't stand any nonsense for your best friends in your life, but if it happens to you, you let things go. And that's the goal of the healer, the empath, the light worker. The goal is to love yourself so much that you'll have the same level of no nonsense in your own life that you would if you're dealing with your best friend's issues. Now, are you that person that finds, you're definitely this person, I know if you're listening to this, you're the person that finds it very easy to deal with everyone else's problems, but there's a massive blind spot when it comes to dealing with your own, and possibly a level of incongruence, that the advice you give to others that you wouldn't be prepared to take yourself. Don't worry, folks, that's most people. That's most people. We're all a little bit guilty of that. It's way easier to sort other people's problems out than it is to your own, because you've got emotional attachments. So in my channel, we do exercises to disconnect with negative energies, to ground yourself. You'll already know, if you're a regular, how to do that. So even while you're watching this, I'm going to teach you how to ground yourself. So just imagine a ball of light at the center of the earth, connecting up to the base of your spine. And because energy follows thought, just thinking about that, you've already done it. If you want to amplify that, you're going to take deeper breaths as you listen to this video, because your breathing controls your mood. These are the foundation principles of the things that I teach. Ground yourself first, then increase your mood and your energy by slowing down your breathing consciously. So there's the first two things you can do as you watch this video to start to recalibrate, to start to feel better. But the bottom line is, just know that you've attracted this stuff into your world for a reason. And what we're going to do on this channel over the next few weeks is drip feed you some videos that are going to give you techniques where you can start to deal with this. Indeed, there's already techniques on this channel that you can explore that will help you to do this. And we will help you explore that in the video at the end of here. So when you get to the end, there'll be a little video pops up. If you really want to amplify things, you'll watch that video. So we've talked about all these principles. The bottom line is you've attracted it for a reason, folks. And rather than me go into a long, rambly reason why you did that, because I've got loads of content on this channel and loads of things, loads of resources, loads of things that you can do to start to own this and to set the boundaries in your world. And that's what the empath is here for, to learn boundaries. And to learn boundaries, you need to get in touch with the darker aspect of your personality. And what does that actually mean? That means saying no to people, getting comfortable saying no. That means cutting people out of your life, especially the narcissistic forces that are there to do no good for you. You've attracted them in to find the boundary, find your limit. What are you prepared to take? And where do you say no? Where is the point that you say no? It's hard to do that for the healer, for the empath, for the light worker, because we want to help everyone, but we have to wake up to the fact that certain personality types not only not want to be helped, they're only interested in bringing you down. So exiting, identifying the wrong uns and getting rid of them from your life is part of the process. And to do that, you have to get inside, you have to get in touch with your shadow side. Your shadow side is your friend. It's nice to be nice, but sometimes it's essential to be not so nice and to get in touch with your shadow. Part of you that says no, the part of you that addresses your own issues with the same energy that you would address your best friend if you know that someone's taking the piss out of them. that you can show up, the fire comes out. You will fire. You will be the best part of yourself. You will be your ultimate shadow when you're dealing with your best friend's problem. What you would say to the people that are abusing them. That's where we need you to get to, folks. And at the moment, most healers and empaths, light workers are out of sync, because this is the level of shadow that they deal with their friends' problems, and this is the level of shadow that they deal with their own, and there's a massive disparity. And your job is to bring those in alignment, folks, into alignment, and to deal with the idiots in your life, the narcissists in your life, with the same energy and passion that you deal with the energy of the narcissists and the people taking the piss out of your friends. But there is the journey of the light worker. Now, that's very easily summarized by me there. It's a very complicated journey for the empath, because you have to wake up to this, and doing it is a lot harder than knowing it. And the difference between what we know and what we actually do is the difference between what we know our health could be and our well-being could be, and where it actually is. And one of the big symptoms of it being out of kilter is weight gain, is low energy, is feeling low, feeling depressed, and even feeling suicidal if this amplifies too much. And at that point, you'll either bounce, or you'll lose the will to live. That's the journey for the healer and empath. There's a dark night of the soul for all of us down the line. It's usually inspired by the dark forces, the narcissistic forces in our life, and it's our job to bounce or end it, which unfortunately some people do. So folks, if you're still watching this video, please like and subscribe, because this channel's for you. You found this for a reason. This video is energized to find you, especially if you're still listening now, because you're resonating with the message more than anybody else. And this is specifically designed for you. So please like and subscribe, explore the channel, and definitely in the future, you want to subscribe. And you also want to watch this video here, because this is going to give you a practical exercise to take you to another level. There you go, folks. Thank you for listening to me. This is Adam, over and out.